Hey guys, Janus here. In this video, I'd like to tackle an important chemical aspect of my work and why you may very well not be gaining any size on your current workout plan. In 2004, a Dr. Kenneth Abrams filed a patent number US 200500651591, and I will be including that in the description of this video. One of the first examples provided for the patent is of a 41-year-old male that's given regular injections of a substance known as PGE1 and made to experience a partial erection for several hours, around 3 to 6, at least 4 times a week. Using only PGE1, the male experienced an extremely significant increase in size. In terms of length, he went from 5.8 inches to 8.6. In terms of girth, he went from 3.7 to 5.8. All of this occurred over about an 18-month period. So, what this means is that by achieving heavy engorgement for several hours on a near daily basis, the male in question experienced a significantly increased penis size. Whenever I first heard about this patent, I was mostly at a loss how this could be effectively mimicked without the need for exogenous chemicals, which would need to be injected into the penis, which can obviously cause problems. Fast forward several years later, and I began playing around with the eccentricities of shear stress and shear stress-based exercise regimens. Beyond the belief that blood flow held the key to ending my problems with erectile dysfunction, I also believed that it held the key for potential size gains, and I was right. However, many men have repeatedly expressed an exasperating inability to reach a point where they experience regular bouts of heavy engorgement despite months of training with the angion. If we look back at the patent, more than just heavy engorgement, the male in question is also receiving a biologically active chemical in large doses on a regular basis, this being PGE1. So, more than just heavy engorgement, he's also being provided supplemental growth factors. So, by now, many of you may be wondering why the mysterious title to this video. And it is as so. What if I told you that every single time you ejaculated, you were dumping precious growth factors straight out of your body? Growth factors that should be ensuring your penis is much, much larger than it currently is. Would you stop? In my studies regarding male and female couplings, I came across an extremely interesting recommendation given by doctors to men as their partner nears the end stages of pregnancy. Being completely literal, they recommend regularly ejaculating as deep into the vaginal canal as possible to help cause something referred to as cervical ripening. Cervical ripening is a phenomenon where the smooth muscles in the area begin to relax and cause dilation. More than that, the collagen content and tensile strength of the cervical opening itself is decreased, allowing proper functionality come time for the baby to be delivered. But how does ejaculating in a woman's vaginal canal make all of this happen? In the class of mammals, humans boast one of the largest PGE1 concentrations in its semen ever. Several fold what would be considered typical of injectable drugs. What this means, guys, is that your dreams of having a much larger member hinges on your willpower. By simply retaining your semen, you can cause effects similar to the phenomenon known as cervical ripening in your member. More specifically and importantly, you can mimic the effects found in the patent. This means that the collagen content in your respective corporate chambers can be safely affected, your smooth muscles made to relax more effectively, and all of this comes together to culminate in a much greater distensibility, which means much greater size. Furthermore, by adding in a few dietary elements, an even more powerful effect can be had. More than just semen retention, I personally found that whenever I ate foods rich in omega-6, I started experiencing much more blood flow and heavier hang throughout the day. My personal choice is peanuts. Putting it all together, the Angion method is designed to provide the long-lasting and heavy hangs that guys need to effectively stimulate their smooth muscles, and PGE1 helps this by facilitating smooth muscle relaxation while also modulating collagen formation. It's a growth trifecta: increased blood flow, increased smooth muscle relaxation, and collagen synthesis modulation. What this means, guys, is that if you've been using the Angen method for a while now and still have not seen an increase in resting size or engorgement levels, then you may want to consider cutting out your masturbation habits. Well guys, I hope everyone enjoyed this video and that it sparked some big time personal changes. In the description of this video, I've included a link to yourbrainonporn.com. If you're a male that is struggling with the cycle of PMO addiction and you want to start investing in yourself and your future, I highly recommend clicking on the link below to learn how you can break this cycle. Just in case you need a bit more of a hand, I've also included several links to NoFAP resources. As always, I'm your host, Janus, signing off.